Hi guys, and welcome to another pick a card reading. You are on Readings with Abby. I'm Abby. Today's reading is what's going to be happening in your May this 2022. Now I have 3 piles available for you to choose from today. You can go by the numbers, by the flowers and the plants on the cards, or you can pick by the cards themselves, however you like to do it. I'm going to give you some time in a moment to meditate on those piles, but for right now I would just like to quickly say a big thank you to coming to this reading today and for checking out my channel. If you do like my energy, my channel and this reading today, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, if this did resonate, please leave me a message down in the comments. I love reading them, guys. Also, if you just want to say hello, that's perfectly fine too. Hello, I love to say hi. So, let's get on to the reading. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to meditate, and just so you know, the timestamps are down below in the description box as well as the comments. Let's get to it. Hi pile 1, so we are starting with your general messages for May 2022. So and then we're going to get into your specific areas, so love, career and spiritual health and well-being. So for your general, we've got 3 tarot and 4 oracle. For your tarot, we have the Emperor, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, we have Spiritual Evolution, number 35, which also breaks down to an 8. Those numbers may be important for you. It says, set your heart free. We also have number 2, Ascended Masters, create open communication. Number 2 might be important. We have balance, spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And we have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Now, with the Emperor here, guys, I did have to clarify. So I've got 2 clarifiers there for the Emperor. We have the 10 of Wands and the Devil. So we're going to talk about that later. But we're going to get into your readings. So we're going to start off with the Page of Cups. This is a very childlike, very much inner child energy. Somebody full of life who can represent a young person. So maybe some of you watching this pile are of a younger age, but it also represents somebody creative. This card is also known as the Messenger card. So it could be that you're getting more into your spiritual gifts, maybe connected to the Ascended Masters, because we do have the Ascended Masters card. And this can also be about receiving downloads from the Ascended Masters in the month of May. So it's really important to trust your intuition, because this card also says create open communication. So this can be an important month for you guys to perhaps do some meditation, spend some time out in nature or somewhere quiet, so that you can be in connection with spirit, with the Ascended Masters, and get these downloads. Now this could come in the form also of a new idea here with the Page of Cups. This could be a creative project, because the Page of Cups is very creative. I feel that this is going to bring you into this Queen of Pentacles energy, Because if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite Tarot version of this card, of the page, right? He dips his cup into the water, and not only is his cup filled up, but he gets a fish. So, and with the spiritual evolution card, you're ascending, you're leveling up. I feel, and it does say, set your heart free. I feel perhaps there's a need for you to be feeling more free in the month of May in a spiritual sense, and from the heart and from the soul. So now going back to this Queen of Pentacles. So if this is you, Pile 1, stepping into more spirituality and leveling up, ascending on a spiritual level, then you are being asked to remember to have a healthy balance between the 5D and the 3D. Okay? And if this is a spiritual project or some kind of new idea being birthed, you need to remember to think of the practical aspects of it, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about practicality and the material world. And she's kind of like the all-rounder, really. She does it all, right? So she's able to manage like a home life, as well as a work life, and a healthy balance just basically in all areas. Okay? So, I mean, we do have the balanced spirituality and practicality card. So I feel like perhaps that's what that is talking about as well. And I feel like sometimes, you know, we can get really deep into the spiritual stuff, especially when we're doing meditations and things, and we start experiencing things, we start getting that spiritual growth happening, you're leveling up in the spiritual sense, and it's so easy to get submerged in all of that, and then forgetting that practicality, forgetting the realities, forgetting the now, right? The grounding, all that kind of stuff. So there's just, if there is something that's coming through, and if it is a spiritual project idea, or if it's something spiritual, just remember the practical aspects of it as well, okay? And think of that Queen of Pentacles when you do. So, within this win-win outcome, right? A win-win outcome is forecast. Now, I can see that the balance coming into effect, because of course we have Libra there about balance, right? The project or idea, whatever this is that's coming through for you, whatever you're working on spiritually, creatively, because this is a general reading, right? This is bringing you into some sort of achievement and victory. A definite material girl kind of vibe I'm feeling like with the Queen of Pentacles there. Now remember guys, despite the titles of the cards, they're not gender specific. So when I refer to, you know, the Queen as the Queen, right, I'm just talking about the energy here, yeah? The energy of the card. Now with the Emperor, guys, like I said before, I had to clarify this, and I clarified the cards we got, the Ten of Wands and the Devil. Okay, so I feel like some of you in this month of May coming up, you might be dealing with somebody who is quite controlling with this Emperor energy, because the Emperor is somebody who can be controlling, very authoritative. This can represent father-like energy, but whoever this is, it's somebody who I feel is putting a lot on your shoulders, right? Because we have that Ten of Wands card. Someone making you feel way down, you know, heavy in their energy and what they expect of you. Because I do feel like this is somebody who is perhaps trying to control outcomes here. And perhaps too, this is what this win-win outcome is referencing, right? Because some of you, and being that we have the Devil energy here as well, you may be in connection with a toxic person, okay? Toxic in their energy, but with the win-win outcome, right? And I'm feeling like maybe this is also with what the Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles can be about, right? Finding an out from this person's energy, an escape through an idea that's coming through, again, connecting with the higher realms, right? So these ascended masters, and even getting downloads, right? Downloads that you need to hear in the form that can come in the form of intuition again, like, you know, pay close attention to your intuition, trust your intuition, right? Getting these downloads you need in order to make the right movements forward to put you in that win-win outcome. Now, remembering that the Devil card in the Rider-Waite, there's two people chained next to the Devil, right? But their chains around their necks are loose. So potentially, they can just take them off, escape, and get away, right? The same with this Ten of Wands. The wands aren't tied down to the person carrying them. So in theory, if they decided to, all they have to do to be free of the weight of those wands is put them down. So this is interesting, Pile 1. Let me know in the comments, okay, if you already feel or know you have a connection to the Ascended Masters. This is the general part. We're going to move on now to the specific areas of your life. So love life, career, and spiritual, okay? So we're going to get into that now. Okay, pile 2, so we are on to your love life section, so we're on to the specifics. And the cards that we have pulled is, for the tarot, the Death card. And for your oracle cards, we have Pleasure, Brazilianite, Flexibility, and Freedom with the Horse. So straight away, I want to address the Death card, pile 1. And for those of you familiar with tarot and the Death card meaning, you'll know that it doesn't literally mean death. So don't worry, guys, nothing's going to happen, okay? Nothing's going to happen to you. The Death card is all about endings, change, and transformation. So it's letting go of the old so that the new can come in. And with the other cards that we have here of freedom and pleasure, you guys are on your way to more happiness in your love life. You're closing doors so new ones can open. You're galloping through. Look at this horse, how free he looks. And how free he must feel galloping through this doorway or opportunity, the way to freedom. And look, guys, with both these cards, the freedom and the pleasure, they both have gateways. They both have openings, pathways to the exciting and happier times. Right, with this flexibility card, I feel like this is you adapting to and taking on this energy of flexibility, right? In order for this transition to be easier on yourself and more comfortable. And so with the Death card again, this can also talk about letting go, things that don't serve you, that may be unhealthy even, right? Because we talked previously in your general section about a toxic person in your presence. Perhaps for some of you again, and this is a general reading, so take what resonates, right? But for some of you, this could be you choosing to leave behind that which was making you unhappy, right? So perhaps person, a relationship, this could be that Emperor energy that we were talking about for some of you. In the month of May, if you aren't taking on that flexible energy, Spirit is asking you to, because this is going to help make the transition easier. But the main message here, guys, is that you are done with the old and finally being faced with the new. I'm hearing the word rejuvenation. Okay, your love life is being rejuvenated. And I'm being shown somebody standing in the sun, right? Basking in the feel of that sunlight against their skin. It's like you're going to be standing in your power again, right? You're going to feel free. You're going to be able to seek pleasure again and truly feel it. right? Your freedom is coming. Whatever it was that doesn't serve you, anymore, right? In the month of May, guys, you are breaking free from this. The transition is coming. Again, just remembering to have that little bit of flexibility, right? Making that transition easier on yourself. But you're coming into your freedom. You're coming into pleasurable times. Happiness. Wow, this is great, guys. We are going to move on to your career section now. So let's see what your career cards have to say. Okay, so moving on to your career, guys, and wow, wow, wow. I love it. So we have the Four of Wands in the tarot. And with your 3 oracle, we have flexibility, security, and fierceness, Wolverine. So with the fertility card, if this wasn't in career terms, could talk about a literal birth, but being this is career related, right? This is about the birthing of a new idea, a new project, which works perfectly, right? Once again, with what we said in the beginning of your reading about the page and how this could be something creative again, possible downloads and inspirational ideas coming from the Ascended Masters. Or maybe these are solely your ideas, but these ideas are going to bring you into, and again, we talked about personal power, and we have the fierceness card here with the Wolverine, right? But we also have the card of security. And remember how we talked about the Queen of Wands, about how practical she is, about how she's that all-rounder, a person very secure in herself, reaping the rewards of her efforts in many ways, right? But in the material in particular as well, right? Being that she is the Queen of Pentacles. With the Four of Wands, that can talk about celebration. Having something to celebrate. And this could be a celebration of your new plans, your ideas, your new endeavors. But also, it's a representation of security as well. The Four of Wands, each one standing at a corner, right? Creating that four-wall scenario. This could talk about a literal house as well. Maybe some of you are at planning stages of a new house build, and this is something to celebrate. Maybe you've just bought a new home, or this is a new idea, this new creative project, or whatever kind of project it is, will allow you to make a move, perhaps into a bigger home, or a home that's more suitable for your needs, right? There's a celebration to be had here. And it's because you're finally coming to power and you're feeling secure, not just in yourself, but with your life. Right, we have the number 5 here on the Wolverine card, and 5 signifies change, which I think we can safely say, pile 1, is the major theme for your upcoming May. You're about to see everything unfold before your eyes. And with the Four of Wands, that can also be about celebrating with those that you love and that you share life with, right? This could be family, friends. Your career, pile 1, in the month of May is looking solid, secure, and full of promise. And you know what? I want to say congratulations. I want to say congratulations to you for getting to this point. And in saying that, I can feel the energy of relief within you. Incredible, pile 1. It's just incredible. Fantastic. And let's move on to your final cards, your spiritual health and well-being. Well, guys, we are on to the last part of your reading, your spiritual health and well-being, and this already, by looking at the cards, seems like a confirmation of everything that we've said and quite a conclusion to your reading. Sorry for hearing noises in the background, guys. I do apologize. So with your cards, we have the 8 of Cups in the tarot. We have forgiveness. We have the awakening crystal with emotional healing. And we have the equality with the seahorse. First of all, I want to talk about the 8 of Cups. And that is walking away. Leaving something behind, leaving something that has left you feeling unhappy, unsatisfied. But as we can see on the card, right, there's a missing cup. So this is also you starting a journey into the search for this missing cup. Sounds like a good bedtime story, right? The search for the missing cup. That cup alone makes me think of the Ace of Cups, and how the Ace of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. And we do have the card here of emotional healing. So for you, pile 1, many of you are leaving behind the old for something new, for that emotional fulfillment. Because cups are all about emotions, right? And so with this card, it also suggests that you have a sense, or you've had a sense for some time, maybe that there was something missing. Perhaps even unable to act before, or afraid to walk away. Now you're starting on this new journey. The search for your happiness, the search for emotional fulfillment. We have the card of equality here with the seahorse. So I feel like with all the cards we have been through, and with this 8 of Cups, for some of you, pile 1, you were in a situation where the 50-50 was missing, yeah? Perhaps somebody taking more than their share, taking more than they give. If you don't resonate with this being a person, then take it as a situation, a job even. This is something that you are going in search for, pile 1, in the month of May. And I feel like you are going to find it, especially since we had the cards of freedom and security, right? We have the card of forgiveness here. And what I want to say, pile 1, is that in order to help heal your heart, and to be able to move forward and embrace this new journey, this transformation, this change, forgiveness is needed. And what I always say about forgiveness is that it's about closure. It's not about saying what was done was right or just. It's about forgiving so that you can get the closure needed to move on and to heal. Open yourself up to the energy of forgiveness and let the healing begin. Take this time to enjoy the new journey ahead, guys, because you are headed for happiness, for security, and freedom. Now is the time for you to receive as much as you give, to find that emotional fulfillment and regain your power. What a great May, guys. Such change, such transformation. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, pile 1. I'm going to leave it there. I certainly hope this was enlightening, and I hope you found it helpful. If you did enjoy today's reading, you enjoy my energy and my channel, please like and subscribe. And if this resonated, please leave a comment below. I would love to read them all. Best of luck to you guys. take care. See you soon on the next reading. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your readings. So this is about your guys' May, what's happening in May. We're starting off with a general part to this reading just to get an idea of the general energy, and then we're going to go into the specifics. So 3 tarot cards here. We have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, we have the Justice card. In Oracle, we have emotional challenges, resolve the issue, love and light, act with care. We also have the number 13 and 26. 6 breaks down to an 8, 13 down to a 4. And we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Some of you guys may be Capricorn, or just have it somewhere predominantly in your chart. We also have adjustments are required, 3rd quarter moon. Okay, so let me see here. So it looks to me like you guys are working on something. This pile already feels like it could be the aftermath of pile 1. Right, pile 1, if you watched it, if you didn't, it was about taking on something new and leaving the old behind. So you guys with the King of Wands here, much like pile 1, stepping into your personal power in the month of May. The King of Wands is a leader, okay, he's a delegator. Not so much a hands-on kind of guy, but he knows how to get the work done in his own way. Right? He has the vision, he has the knowing, he has the ability, the skills to pass that on to others to help him get the work done, right? When I say he, you don't have to take that literally. It's just how the cards are. It's more about the energy of the card, yeah? And we have the card here of emotional challenges, and that says resolve the issue. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Now that initially fell out almost in reverse. I've left it upright. Basically, I feel like this was your energy previously of less than, if you resonate with that, yeah? More so, I feel like it was some of you down talking to yourself, right? About that which you are capable, which is why we have the emotional challenges coming out, I feel. The card here from the Moonology deck says your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Some of you might have that in your chart, but the King, like I said, isn't really the hands-on type of guy. That doesn't mean that he can't get done what he needs or wants to get done. Because a leader is the driving force, right? They set the example for others to follow. They see the bigger picture. They see the path ahead. With whatever this is referring to, pile 2, you may have been caught at an impasse, a standstill. Like the card here says, adjustments are required. So in order to reach your goals, to see your vision through to the end and reach that fulfillment, some changes are needed. When I mentioned before about the 5 of Pentacles and emotional challenges, perhaps, like I said, you know, you've been your own stop sign in the past. With the card of love and light, Spirit is asking you, like the card says, right? Spirit is asking you to act with care, as in with thought, right? Thought before action. So looking at the situation from a place of love and the light being positivity, right? Purity. Allow things to flow naturally. You may be putting up, as I said, stop signs where a stop sign doesn't need to be. And hindering your success, right? Your own progress. Now, if you're not resonating with this, if this isn't you, if you don't resonate with that, this can be coming from an outer source. With the Justice card here, Justice talks about truth, right? Fairness. There may be important decisions to be made at this time that require you, going back to this card, act in love and light, right? With this card, act with care. Again, I'm just going back to that thought before action, yeah? But with going back to the Justice card, this also talks about being held accountable for what you do, for your actions. Which in leadership terms means that it requires you to be making choices that are not just right for you or good for you, but for everybody involved, right? Because sometimes our actions don't just affect us, they affect others as well. So I want to ask you, pile 2, are you currently standing in your truth? The truth of who you are, right? Of what it is that you want. I feel like you guys are close to reaching your goal. There's potential here for whatever this is. And of course, with those leadership skills, why wouldn't there be, right? If you're embodying that King of Wands energy, why wouldn't there be? As this card says, there's just a few adjustments that are required. But this hard work is paying off. It's going to pay off. There may be some emotional challenges that you are going through, right? But I feel like you are working on resolving this issue, right? This issue is going to be resolved. I want to see if anything else confirms any of this, goes in deeper to any of this. So let's take a look at your separate areas. I know pile 1 had it all confirmed for them. So let's see pile 2 what your cards have. Let's see here. Okay, pile 2 for your love life. Let's take a look here. We have 4 cards here. So starting off with your tarot, we have the Queen of Wands. And then in your 3 oracle, we have Sunstone, Empowerment, Truth, Jackal, and Fulfillment. With the Queen of Wands and Empowerment, immediately I want to say, and it seems obvious to me, that you are coming obviously into your power, standing in your truth, truth of the Jackal, because we have the Truth card here, yeah? With this Fulfillment card, going after that which makes you happy. What is pleasuring to you, what is pleasing to you, right? What's pleasurable. Possibly even going after that forbidden fruit, right? Now I'm hearing that song in my head. What is it called? I know what it's called. It's Peaches by the presidents of the United States, right? Of America. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free, right? Yeah, I know, guys, that just popped into my head. I mean, look at all this orange we have here in the cards. That makes me think of the sacral chakra, which is all about sensuality and sexuality, right? For some of you, even going back to that forbidden fruit, And with the Truth card here, you're stepping into a wild side of yourself, maybe even a side you're only just discovering, that's so empowering for you. The Queen of Wands is somebody, she's a strong family figure, right? A strong mother figure. She has the nurturing side, the motherly love, but she also has the career, the stability, those pentacles coming in. Wands are all about passion, and I see the Queen of Wands to me being somebody who's fully involved in life and loving it. Passionate about all she has, all she does, and this power that she embodies can be very alluring. I feel like for those of you that are single, I kind of get the feeling, pile 2, that May is all about that forbidden fruit, that sexual power, that prowess, right? Maybe you're going on a lot of dates, just being open to new and exciting things that are pleasurable. I'm hearing that song now. I'm every woman. You know, that song. I can't think who sings that. But anyways, that song is coming to me. And of course, guys, if you are watching, don't worry. I'm just talking about the general energy, okay? But I just feel like... exciting things, right? You're being open to new and exciting things that feed your needs and your desires. And we have here the number 44. 4 can represent love, but it also talks about expression, stability. Now this breaks down to an 8 being a power number, right? The number of confidence, which we have here in the empowerment card. It also makes me think of the infinity symbol, right? For those of you in a partnership, this could be almost like a leveling up of yourself. It makes me think of all those movies, you know, where the main character has this major glow up and they become like an ultimate version of themselves, alluring, irresistible, you know, just really in their power. As a couple, you may be taking it up a notch with the fulfillment card, perhaps even trying out new things in the bedroom. Like I say, a lot of passion here, but you guys are standing in your truth. You're going after what is fulfilling to you, what pleases you, and you're being empowered by this. Wonderful. Cool. Well, let's see what your career has to say, guys. I'm very interested. Let's pull those cards out and see what they have to say. Okay, pile 2. So for your career cards, we have 4 here. We have, again, for your tarot, we have the Ace of Cups. We have Amethyst, meditation, potential, and with the peregrine falcon here, we have observation. Let's see. So, first of all, what I'm being drawn to is the peregrine falcon, right? Falcons are representative of like dominance, power, success. So with the king card in the general section, this makes sense, right? The observer, you are the overseer. Now this potential makes sense to me because I think you need to know that the potential is there. I did talk before about some of you guys, a portion of you perhaps talking down about yourself and your capabilities, but also know that whatever you are heading towards, right, whatever you are working towards, has the potential to grow further, to succeed, as do you. For some of you, I feel this can even be somebody else noticing the potential within you. So maybe like a boss, right? With the observer card. We have the card of meditation here. So meditation might be helpful to you right now in this month of upcoming month of May, if you feel called to it. With the purple of the amethyst, which amethyst connects to spirit, it's a spirit stone, but also with the purple here in the Ace of Cups, this is crown chakra. And the crown chakra is all about spirit, right? And that connection we have to the universe. It's all about spirituality and wisdom. So with the Ace of Cups, this is emotional fulfillment. Like we talked about in the last part with the fulfillment card, right? This is emotional happiness. Aces are also new beginnings, right? In May, pile 2, you are coming into a lot of contentment, I feel, right? If you're working on a project and it has the potential for success, sorry, I don't mean to say it has the potential, I mean to say that you and it has the potential, right? Sorry guys, I lost my words. I lost my words there for a moment. That Peaches song got stuck back in my head and now I can't get it out, and I was thinking about peaches. So no, what I'm saying is, with this potential card, right? This project, know that you and it have the potential for success and for it to bring you the emotional fulfillment you want, right? If you are currently working with others, or maybe you have superiors, which I hate using that term. Nobody's superior to anybody else, right? But okay, let's say like a boss, right? Then like I said, they are seeing promise in you, seeing potential, and the work that you've been putting in has not gone unnoticed. Yeah. Okay, pile 2, let's take a look at your final section, and this is your spiritual health and well-being. Okay guys, so for your career, we have the Page of Pentacles. In your tarot, we have the Compassion card with Emerald. We have Purity here. And we also have Purpose, Shark. So starting off, I suppose, with the Page of Pentacles. So pages are about new beginnings. Again, like I mentioned in pile 1, they're like young energy. It's a very young energy. And pentacles being the material, right? So with this Compassion card and the Purity, I feel like some of you, again, you're standing in your truth. You're giving yourself compassion. And we have a lot of green here. So again, heart chakra. And this is, I think, the 3rd chakra that I've mentioned in your reading, pile 2. So you may be into chakra work. If you're new to it, you may want to look more into it and the meaning of the 7 chakras. The page talks about new ideas. So maybe for some of you, this is more about authenticity and your life purpose, your soul's calling. And of course we have that Purity card there. And we have the Shark card. Sharks are predators, right? And on the card it says purpose. What's interesting is that we have a mermaid swimming in between the sharks as if she's not even fazed by them. This is you, I feel, standing in your truth amongst those sharks being your beautiful self and shining. This could be you standing out amongst the competition, right? Among the competitors, the sharks of this world. Again, going back to that compassion, and earlier even with the empowerment card and the queen energy, all that seems to me, it's as if you're realizing in May, Pile 2, that you are giving yourself now that compassion. You see the potential, the truth, the purity, that authenticity in yourself, right? And your beauty, knowing your worth in a sea full of sharks. That's a powerful thing. Wow. I just want to say one more thing. That purity card is making me think of David Bowie. And I say that because if anyone knows the story of David Bowie, he had... I believe the story went... I'm a huge David Bowie fan, but I don't know how entirely true this story was, but I did read once that he had a compass, I believe, poked in his eye at school, and he ended up, there was either that or he got punched in the face, but I think it was I believe it was a compass, I remember reading, and he ended up with 2 different colored eyes because of it. And that ended up being sort of like a unique quality about him, you know. Everyone sort of remembered the whole David Bowie's got 2 different colored eyes. And I'm just looking at this wolf here, right, with the 2 different colored eyes. I don't know, that may mean something to some of you guys. If you're into David Bowie, that might be a confirmation that this is your pile. Something like that. But this is the end of your reading, guys. I really hope that... that this resonated. If you like my energy and if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed today's reading and it did resonate with you guys, please leave me a message down in the comments. I love to read them, and you know, it also gives me a bit of feedback, which is great. So thanks very much, guys. Do take care. And be sure to join me on the next reading. And yeah, thank you. Thanks for being on my journey. Bye, guys. Okay, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We are starting off with some general messages here as to what's going to happen for you guys in May. I have 3 tarot cards and I have 4 oracle. So we have, with the tarot cards, the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Wands. In your oracle, we have mindful wisdom, create inner harmony, living light energy, see the beauty in life. We have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and a time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay, so what I'm getting here, guys, it seems like that you guys have been feeling stuck with this 8 of Swords here. I'm sensing like, because swords are all about thought, right? Communication, intellect. Feeling stuck, like you don't have what it takes to follow your dreams, to move forward. Is your mind and ways of thinking holding you back? Don't worry, pile 3, because Spirit has a gentle message for you. Aces are all about new beginnings with the Ace of Swords here. Swords again, communication, thoughts. It's the voice, the mind, right? The intellect. With this Eight of Swords, again, I'm feeling this trapped in the mind, a way of thinking, a pattern of behavioral thought that has made you feel stuck, or as if you can't obtain your goals or go after what you desire, and certainly what you deserve. But the Eight of Swords talks about the answers being unseen, feeling stuck, but not knowing that the exit out is right there. Now, Spirit is bringing in mental clarity here with the Ace of Swords and a new way of thinking. Out with the old and in with the new, right? We have the owl here, and as most of us know, the owl is a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. And the card itself says mindful wisdom, and it's making me think of that mindfulness practice. You know what I'm talking about, pile 3? Look that up because it could be helpful to some of you if you aren't sure what that is. But the card says create inner harmony. You may be struggling internally right now, fighting with conflicting thoughts, or as I said before, unhealthy thinking patterns, right? But with this card, a time for healing, Spirit's bringing this in. And we have the card here, living light energy, see the beauty in life. Are your thoughts clouding you right now, pile 3? Spirit wants you to see life through new eyes, I'm hearing. Almost like a child, right, who's new to the world. And you're only as trapped as you feel. That's what I'm hearing also. You are only as trapped as you feel. Again, these limiting beliefs, this unhealthy thought pattern, right? And when I say unhealthy, pile 3, I don't mean to offend or put anyone down in any way. That's not what that means. But unhealthy as in something that's not serving you and your highest good. Have faith in your dreams. If you have lost that faith, pile 3, it is time to bring it back. You are here for a reason. We all are, and you are deserving. Do you hear me, pile 3? I'm going to say that again. You are deserving of your dreams and of your desires. See the beauty in life, yes, but also the beauty in yourself. Now with the Three of Wands, that can talk about travel for some. Maybe you're going on a trip, not in a trip. Maybe perhaps an opportunity that's in another place from where you reside now. Maybe even another country completely. But I'm kind of hearing too, it's like taking a journey, a vacation away from your mind. Perhaps overthinking, again, inner conflicts. And Spirit's bringing this into my mind. Spirit likes to talk to me a lot with music and movies. Has anybody seen the movie What About Bob with Bill Murray? He's a patient of a psychiatrist who goes on vacation. So the psychiatrist goes on vacation. And Bill's character, Bob, can't take the weight. So he goes up to the place where his psychiatrist and family are vacationing and tries to get the therapy he desperately wants, right? But there's a scene in that movie where the psychiatrist comes up with an idea and he writes Bob a prescription and Bob says, "Oh, I don't want any more pills. I already have those." And the psychiatrist says, "Oh no, Bob, this isn't pills. This is another kind of prescription." And Bob reads the paper and it says, "Take a vacation from my problems." So maybe that's what some of you are needing to do, Maybe that's helpful to hear. Somebody here listening needed to hear that. But the Three of Wands, it's planning ahead for the future. And with the Rider-Waite, he has the world in his hands. And the earth is it's quite small in proportion to him. Like a small ball in his hands, right? Which always makes me think of perspective, seeing the bigger picture. I'm seeing one of those globe maps, you know, that spin. Does anybody really have those anymore? Someone here might, and this is why this is coming into my head. Perhaps some of you are looking at one of those and deciding where to go, or at the very least the possibility of travel, of opportunity, of taking a chance, of what could lie ahead. And that may give you a hit of excitement. That could help to push you out of that, you know, Eight of Cups energy, right? Now we have 28 here. That might be an important number for some of you. And that breaks down to a 10, down to a 1, of course. And 1s are new beginnings, right? They're spirit. Whenever you see 111, that's angels guiding you. If you see that a lot, take notice. We also have 25 here, another important number for some of you, which breaks down to a 7, which talks about perfection. 7 can talk about achievement. Doesn't someone say lucky 7s? Isn't there a lucky 7s? Or am I thinking, oh, this sounds really weird. I'm probably thinking of a slot machine, I think, at a casino. I know that sounds really weird. Lucky 7s? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but let's see what else your May has in store for you, pile 3, okay? Let's look at your other areas now. All right, pile 3, let's take a look at your love life cards. We have 4 here. So we have the 7 of Cups as your tarot. We have the Adventures card. We have the Acceptance card. And we have the Honeybee with Reciprocity. So the Adventures card is making me smile right now, guys. That's what we've been talking about in the literal sense even. And this card shows a tropical place. So maybe some of you are looking to travel somewhere tropical. And we have the 7 of Cups in your tarot. And this can talk about dreams and illusions, but also choices. So if you're a single, your May might be full of choices of suitor, or maybe just full of a lot of adventures and fun. And we do have the card Honeybee here with Reciprocity. And that paired with the Acceptance card, I see you guys coming into and embracing the energy of give and take in May, right? So some of you are going on a date or involved with somebody who likes to give back to you as much as you give to them, who puts the same effort into the relationship as they get out of it. And with the little white flowers here, that makes me think of somebody happy and pure like honey, right? You might meet this person whilst on an adventure, on your travels. If it is your plan to take a trip in May. For those of you already partnered, this can just be enjoying each other's company and feeling in an equal harmony, again, of that give and take, having excitement, fun times with your significant other. For a small few of you, this could even be that maybe you've had many choices when it comes to possible partners, and now finally in May with the Acceptance card, you might be ready to make a choice or settle down with somebody. And it could be somebody very much like this person here on the Honeybee card, right? I'm hearing that line again. You are deserving, right? Remember that. You are deserving. Interesting. So let's have a look at your career, shall we? Okay, so for your career cards, guys, we have the Hierophant in the tarot. Okay. We have Healing Chaos in your oracle. We have Conflict, and we have Protection, Lioness, right? Now, I did just clarify the Hierophant, and we did have the release card come out. So the Hierophant can talk about spiritual beliefs and things. It can talk about traditions, religion, that kind of thing, right? So for some of you, because we have this Conflict card, I feel like perhaps some traditions or spiritual beliefs are holding you guys back. Okay, just for some of you, you may resonate with this, and perhaps, you know, there's that conflict there of wanting to follow your desires, wanting to move forward in your own way, but being a bit restricted by certain beliefs, right? And this could have to do with that general part as well for some of you, if you're resonating with that. This could be a belief system, perhaps even that's trapping you right now. It could be, you know, in a traditional sense, whatever it is. If it is religion or something, perhaps it's something that, you know, you're brought up in, and it's something that you're needing to release, right? Because we have the card of release here. And going back to that general section as well, for some of you, you may have even been removed from this religion or these traditions, but maybe the structures, the ways of thinking are still sort of there, and you're having trouble sort of getting out of that way of thinking. Does that make sense? Yeah, for some of you. But the Hierophant too can talk about a mentor, a teacher. It can also talk about, you know, learning and things, perhaps study, going back to school. So being as this is in career, right, guys, this could be for some of you, maybe teaching others, maybe from your experiences as well and the things that you've been through. Maybe this is you offering your expertise to other people. This could be you searching out somebody else as a mentor though as well, to assist you at this time, right, with the knowledge and the wisdom that you need, and the skill sets and things. And we do have Healing Chaos here as well. So again, with that release card and the Healing Chaos, and I'm looking at this card here because we've got the tornado, right? And what does a tornado do? It picks up everything in its path, yeah, and takes it with it. And this kind of makes me think almost like, and the thing is with the tornado, a tornado is a natural catastrophe, right? It's a natural thing. And that makes me think of something happening for you, right? Not necessarily something that you've chosen yourself or acted upon yourself, but something that has been sent to help you, for you, right? So this is maybe an act of God, or an act of the universe, you know, spirit guides, angels, whatever it is, right? Ancestors even, right? And so it's happening for you. And so it may feel at the moment that this is coming through, like turbulent times, but it's taking everything with it that doesn't serve you anymore, right? Allowing you that release, allowing you that transformation. It's funny too, because on the release card, you know, we have like a fall autumn scene here. Fall for you guys in the northern hemisphere, of course, autumn for us here in the southern. But you know, the leaves look like they're being blown around, and again, I feel like that sort of pairs up there with that, you know, strong winds and things, right, coming in to make change. And of course, release. You know, when we talk about autumn and the leaves changing color and falling off the tree so that new leaves can grow and things, again, it's that releasing what is no longer needed, right? And healing from this chaos. Once this tornado comes in, does what it needs to do, right? Think about that leafless tree that might look really sad and lonely as without its leaves, but it's ready to sprout new ones, right? It's ready to grow new things. So, and of course, we're talking about your career. So, career here. Sorry, guys, having trouble speaking now. And we do have protection here as well. So know that you guys are protected. So again, even through this healing chaos, right? You guys are protected. I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz now. You know how Dorothy got swept up in the tornado, and yeah, landed in Oz, right? And maybe this is your moment. This is you guys landing in Oz, right? Your moment to experience something different, something new. Again, travel is coming back to me. And now I'm hearing follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. I don't know. But, okay, guys, so yeah, so you guys are really protected right now, but also remember too that you have that within you. So I'm seeing in this lioness card, right, the glow coming from inside of her. So you have that strength, you have that protection within yourself as well. It's also making me think of a light in you that's wanting to shine, that's wanting to come out to the world. So again, this could be another clue for some of you that you maybe have things to teach others. And so maybe for your career in the month of May, there's some shifts, some changes happening, right? Maybe even some conflict, but you're working through it. And for some of you, yeah, you could be the mentor, the teacher for others. And like I said, if that's not the case, this is you guys applying yourself to some study, something to where you're learning more about a topic of interest, something that you want to know more about. Again, this could be, for some of you, even I am hearing, if it is, you know, something perhaps of a religious matter, going on the other side of what I said earlier. For some of you, maybe you're joining a new religion, maybe you're learning more about a new religion and learning about, you know, how they work and their beliefs and things like that. And maybe that's your driving force forward for some of you in the month of May. Yeah, very interesting, guys. Okay, let's see what's happening with, and for some of you too, sorry, I just want to say, if I ignore the Hierophant card for the moment, right, for some of you too, I mean, this could be releasing, we're talking about career, right? This could be releasing a job that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe there's some conflict within it with co-workers or something, you know, or maybe there's a situation where this job might come to an end for you. I don't want to say it like that. I don't mean it like that. I'm not saying you guys are going to get fired or anything like that. Don't take it that way. But I mean it in the sense of like, you know, you know, our company has had to, you know, downsize or something, and, you know, you're still employed, but then maybe, you know, that makes you think to yourself, well, if we're downsizing, you know, what's going to happen now? Maybe that gives you the courage to take that next step. This is just for some of you who resonate with this, moving on from a current job type situation. But with the Hierophant here, yeah, I do feel like this could have some kind of tie to either study or like getting a mentor and learning about something, whether it be a religion or something else, you know, steeped in tradition, or something that you're learning a lot about, that, you know, takes a lot of knowledge, right? You're gaining a lot of knowledge on the subject, or you're getting it from somebody else. I don't know if that makes sense, guys. I hope that does. I do kind of feel like I want to get you guys another card, and I might, because I just want to clarify here. So you guys will know, obviously already by watching this video, that I like to do 3D type ones, and there are going to be videos coming up at some point where, you know, you'll see a bit of me and things like that. But I have fun, so much fun doing like that kind of digital stuff on the computer. So that's why it looks the way that it does, and I do what I'm doing. So I know you can't see me shuffling the cards right now, but you can probably hear me, and I apologize for that noise. But if we can just get one more card, Spirit, please, for group 3 for career, please. Just one more card. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So we got the card of Standstill, guys. Interesting, interesting. Because I see the movement in that healing chaos, right? But yet we've got... But then again, that kind of makes me think of the calm after the storm. So maybe once this storm has come in, this gives you that opportunity for that peaceful standstill after that release, right? After letting go of what it is that's not serving you. Yeah, and we have the card underneath the deck here, going forward. So whatever this is that has entrapped you, in a sense, I want to say, or that has caused you conflict, that has, you know, stopped your progress in any way, you're releasing this now. You're moving on from this. This is being taken away from your life. This doesn't serve you anymore, and you're able to move forward. Alright guys, so pile 3 for your spiritual well-being and health in May. This is really good because we have the 9 of Swords. I know, but hang with me. We have success. We have Black Tourmaline protection. And we have News Raven, which I clarified with the Star. So guys, now the 9 of Swords, we know it talks about anxieties, worries, overthinking, you know, staying up late in the night, unable to sleep, lack of sleep, right? But you guys, we've talked about this in the beginning, are moving on from this, right? You guys are letting go of this way of thinking, the anxiety, the limiting beliefs, the things that are going on in your mind, right? I'm seeing these cogs turning over and over, right? But you guys, and it's like they're just working non-stop. It's like there's these little men in your head and they just keep like, I'm sorry, I keep seeing like these just like little workers, almost like Oompa Loompas, you know, just never stop. Right? But you're coming out of this. And we have the protection card here. So you are divinely protected, right? Black tourmaline might be something you really want to wear a lot in May or have around you a lot in May. That may be helpful if you feel you need it. But we've had quite a few clues so far in your reading that you are protected, and you are. And I look at this too with the news with the raven. I often think, you know, I have a strong connection to birds, and my family does, so I think ancestry too when I see birds. And so this could even be your ancestors protecting you, or at the very least some spirit guides, guardian angels, right? We have the number 23, so that may be relevant for some of you, but again, that breaks down to a 5. And what did we say 5 is? 5 is change. I'm not sure if it was this pile I mentioned 5 or whether it was another pile, but I did mention it before. 5 is change. Now, with this news, right? So there's some news coming in. This could be, you know, it doesn't have to be literal news. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be someone texting you or calling you or anything. It could be more of a spiritual sense. So like maybe you're seeing signs of birds, or maybe something will give you a clue of the news, if you know what I mean. Or a feather or something significant like that, that will give you a clue, right, as to what's about to happen or what's going on at the moment and what you need to be aware of. But with the star, right, the star talks about, and this is one of these things too, about letting go of those limiting beliefs, right? The star is about hope, right? It's about faith. It's a very magical card. And it talks about sort of like endurance of what you've been through. Right, you know, going through many challenges, excuse me, going through many challenges, right, but no matter what life has thrown your way, you've come out of that. We have the success card here, right? But also too, this is that divine energy, that protection, that love from, as I said, spirit guides, universe, ancestors, whoever you want it to be, whoever you think it is, right? You are divinely protected right now. This can open up to you, again, sort of like a new belief in yourself. And of course, the star talks about Aquarius too, energy too, so you may be an Aquarius. You know, you're entering a new phase. And whether for some of you, we talked about whether this is literal travel or it's a spiritual journey, that new step into something new, that moving away, the healing, the chaos, right? Moving away from those limiting beliefs, that way of thinking. And release, right? We had release. This is you feeling uplifted. So that as a clarifier, excuse me if you heard that, guys, that was my stomach. It's like dinner time and I'm hungry. But anyways, don't mind me. So with the star card and that as a clarifier for the news, I just feel like, to me, I feel like it's more, I don't feel like it's necessarily like a literal news. Like I said to you, I don't feel like it's anyone literally coming in to say, hey, blah, 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 right? And I think it's just signs from the universe. So again, like I said, you may be seeing ravens, you may be seeing crows, you may be seeing some kind of bird. Whatever the sign is for you, right? Feathers, something like that. I think there's going to be some kind of a sign letting you know of this progress. And sorry now, guys, I've got parrots and all kinds of stuff out my window, so they're making a lot of noise right now. The bats are due to come out soon, so that's why they usually make a lot of noise and carry on before the bats come. But anyways, so you guys are leaving this kind of energy. You're coming into success. You're coming into your own truth, your own beliefs, not somebody else's, not somebody else's way of thinking that they've put into your mind, not following along, you know, necessarily with traditions that don't serve your highest good or that you don't believe in, right? This is you breaking away. This is you breaking away from unhealthy thought patterns. You know, like I said, again, limiting beliefs. And knowing that you guys are divinely protected. Success is coming for you guys. If it's not here already, it's coming for you guys. And I think you guys in May are going to be very surprised at this transformation. Wow. It's very powerful, guys. So listen, pile 3, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you like my energy and my channel, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. If you enjoyed this reading and you felt it resonated, please do leave me a message down in the comments. Even if you'd just like to say hello, I appreciate that also. I love to read the comments. So thank you very much. Take care. Best of luck to you. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.